Are we live? Hang on a second. Are we live? Wait, one sec. Are we live right now? Hold up. What is going on, Star Wars fans? Is it a Tuesday already? Is it Tuesday already? Are we ready to get hyped for The Mandalorian? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? What's up, Star Wars fans? It's Mike, a guy who loves Star Wars, and today, of course, we are talking all about The Mandalorian. All about The Mandalorian. We got a ton of stuff to talk about today regarding Star Wars in general. We got some cool news about Star Wars, about the Ahsoka Show. Of course, we have to speculate all about who saved Moff Gideon some more, but we do have a lot of things to talk about regarding this episode. I got some crazy predictions, we got some crazy news, and it's gonna be a crazy stream. Honey Badger, what is up? Okay, so as you guys come in, of course, predict what you think is going down in this episode of The Mandalorian. Episode 6. We only got 3 episodes left. It's going to get very, very good moving forward. There's no more filler episodes. I can almost all but guarantee that there will be no more filler episodes, and we are going to hit the ground running in this next episode, and we're just going to keep on piling on from there. So, of course, I'm sure you saw the thumbnail, and we will get to what I think about Sabine Wren in this episode in a minute here. Hang on, let me just do a little thing right there. Okay. We'll get to that in a second. But I want to know what you guys think is going to happen in this episode. What do we think is going down in this Mandalorian episode 6, chapter 22? What do we think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? First in today, Honey Badger says Bo is going to go find Mandos and run into ones that took Gideon and will get captured and will need the Mandalorians to come rescue her. That's a pretty good theory. But here's the thing. I think we're definitely going to see Gideon in this episode. I really hope it's not like at the very end we see Gideon. I hope he's like actually there this entire episode. But here's where I think you're wrong, Honey Badger, and I definitely think you're wrong, is Bo Katan is not going to go get captured by anyone. Now, maybe it's possible that she does, but I seriously doubt that that's the case. I think she is going to go find out that Gideon has escaped, but she's going to come back and relay the news to Din Djarin towards the end of the episode. Now, I believe that this episode is going to be majorly about not Din Djarin. And it might be sort of a Book of Boba Fett type episode where it's going to be about Bo Katan. It's going to be about Bo Katan and going wherever she's going to find other Mandalorians. Now, here's the thing. They're going to Mandalore, okay? There's only like a tiny fraction of scenes that are in the trailers for The Mandalorian Season 3 that we haven't seen yet. And one of them, and the biggest one, is the background of the thumbnail today. Let me pull it up. Is this image right here. We have yet to see this. Oh, wait, what the heck? We have yet to see this in the season. Well, now I can't even find it anymore. It's like they're hiding it from me or something. What the heck? Well, now I can't even find the picture. Hang on. I got this. Remain calm. Do 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 do. God, hang on. What's going on? Are we frozen? Oh no, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We are good. All right. This we have yet to see. This. Okay. Well, let's zoom in on that. There we go. This Mandalore. We've been to Mandalore. We saw the glass. We saw the glassed out Mandalore, the Civic Center, what they called it, where the living waters were, but we have yet to see this. This was in the trailer for The Mandalorian Season 3, and we have yet to see it, which is very strange because, I mean, this looks awesome. It's one of the domes that was on Mandalore, destroyed, but it looks so cool, and it means we are going back to Mandalore. Now, it's of course obvious that we're going back to Mandalore. The armorer said it herself in the last episode, but I think we could be going back to Mandalore in this episode. Now, what we find on Mandalore is going to be a different story. We talked about Praetorian Guards. So there are Praetorian Guards that we know are coming. Now, the Praetorian Guards are the guards that were Snoke's guarding Snoke's throne room in The Last Jedi. I know, The Last Jedi. Ooh, scary. No, so the Praetorian Guards are going to be in this show. We know that for a fact, and this is what they are going to look like. Give me a second here. Praetorian Guards in Mando. This was obviously coming from Making Star Wars. We looked at this last week. This is coming in this episode, or maybe not in this episode, but in the season. These Praetorian Guards. Obviously, they're the same Praetorian Guards. You can see the same weapon from Snoke's throne room, but the helmet is Mandalorian, which is very, very cool. Obviously, what's going to happen on Mandalore when we get there? There's going to be an Imperial presence. Now, whether or not it's Gideon or not, there is going to be these Praetorian Guards. And the Praetorian Guards protected Snoke in the sequels. So why wouldn't the Praetorian Guards be protecting Snoke in this timeline? It would be absolutely insane if this week in The Mandalorian, we went back to Mandalore, saw these guards, and what were they guarding? But Snoke. And I'm not talking about like Snoke in a back tank. I'm not talking about like Snoke in a back tank. I'm talking about actual Supreme Leader Snoke. Now, maybe he's younger. Maybe he's less scarred because maybe he fights with Luke to get those scars or something along those lines. But what if we actually see Snoke? It's not that far-fetched. Because they've been teasing at the sequel trilogy. They've been hinting at the sequel trilogy. We know the sequel trilogy is inevitably where this ends up. But these Praetorian Guards are a direct link to Snoke. They're not like, ooh, Snoke's out there somewhere. These are a direct link. They were in Snoke's throne room with Snoke. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. But here's where I think this episode of The Mandalorian is actually going to go. I definitely think we're going back to Mandalore, sure. But I think we will see Sabine. I know, that is Sabine in the thumbnail. We will see Sabine. And here's why. Think about it. Bo Katan's going off to find other Mandalorian. Right? Right? Now, what Mandalorians what Mandalorians... English is a hard language. What Mandalorians does be Bo Katan know? Sabine Wren. Sabine Wren is the one who gave Bo Katan the Darksaber to begin with. She knows that she's of the House of Wren. She had a whole story arc with Sabine Wren in Star Wars Rebels, so if she's going out to find other Mandalorian, Sabine will be one of them. Meaning Sabine Wren will be in this season. Here's the thing. We know that Sabine Wren has been cast. Natasha what was her name? Natasha Lee Bordizo, something like that. Natasha is cast as Sabine Wren. But she was cast a long time before Ezra Bridger was cast for the Ahsoka Show. Meaning it is possible that Natasha could have filmed some stuff as Sabine Wren for The Mandalorian Season 3. Now, I think it's way more likely now that Bo Katan is going out to try and find Mandalorians. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's possible? Do you think it's possible that Sabine Wren could be in this episode? Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's see. Will Sabine Wren be in episode 6? Episode 6. Yes or no? What do we think? What do you think? What do you think? I think it's honestly a no-brainer. Throw in Sabine. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? She's a Mandalorian. She has heavy ties to the Mandalorian lore and what could be the future of Mandalore, seeing how she wielded the Darksaber at one point. She was on Mandalore for a long time, fighting in the civil wars on Mandalore, fighting against the Empire on Mandalore. She has as much right to the throne as anybody else, like Boba, like Din, like Bo Katan. She has a right to the throne as well. Honey Badger says, I wish she is, but I feel like she'll be in the finale. But then again, Bo could spot her and recruit her whenever and whoever is with her. That's the thing. If we're going to get Sabine, who's going to be with Sabine? Is Ahsoka with her right now, or is she just on Lothal, chilling by herself? We don't really know. Zap says, I'm 50-50 on this, but in this season, Sabine will show up for sure. So you guys are just pretty much thinking that she won't show up, or she might show up in this episode, but she definitely will show up in this season. That's the same thing with Boba Fett. Boba Fett is all but confirmed to be in this season, and yet we haven't seen him yet. So something in these next few episodes are going to happen where Din Djarin is going to have to go get some reinforcements, and those reinforcements might include Sabine Wren and Boba Fett. Because, of course, we know he's good old pals with Boba Fett. The one person I'm surprised that nobody's talking about, literally no one is talking about in this Mando season, is Cobb Vanth. What do we think about Cobb Vanth? Do we ever think we'll see Cobb Vanth in this season? There's no way that Cobb Vanth, being such a fan favorite character, will not show up in this Mando timeline again. He's obviously still alive. They purposely made him, of all the characters for the Book of Boba Fett, Cad Bane, Boba Fett, Fennec Shand, Din Djarin, even himself, to set up the Mandalorian Season 3, they didn't do any of that. For the post-credit scene of the Book of Boba Fett, they had us see that Cobb Vanth survived. It wasn't setting up the Mandalorian Season 3, it wasn't setting up a Book of Boba Fett Season 2, it showed us that Cobb Vanth survived. And of course, we know that Din Djarin is good friends with Cobb Vanth. When Din Djarin needs help in the Book of Boba Fett, he goes to his good pal, Cobb Vanth. So Din Djarin has no lack of friends in the galaxy, that's for sure. He has no lack of friends in the galaxy. So it's more of a question of who he's going to go get. Obviously, Cara Dune is out of the question. I can't speak tonight. I don't know what's going on. She's out of the question. Cara Dune is, but Cobb Vanth isn't. Fennec Shand isn't. Bo Katan. Bo Katan obviously isn't. Boba Fett isn't. Sabine Wren isn't. There's a lot of people still in play, and of course, he still is friends with frickin' Luke Skywalker. Honey Badger says maybe Sabine went and joined whatever Mandalorian clan she could find after the events of Rebels. Well, we do know that Sabine does stay on Lothal because she thinks that Ezra's message to her was to protect Lothal, like his home world. But then she realizes that she's supposed to go find Ezra. And that's when in the epilogue, which again, we still don't know when the epilogue in Rebels happens, when Ahsoka comes in the white robes to get Sabine, she is still on Lothal, protecting Lothal. So it doesn't seem like she goes off and joins any Mandalorian clans. It seems like she's the protector of Lothal for a while, with Ezra's green lightsaber, which is epic. So maybe we get to see Sabine go to Lothal. We get Lothal for the first time in live action. We get Sabine in the first time in live action. She's wielding Ezra Bridger's lightsaber. Like, this could be insanely awesome. This episode could be freaking wild. I don't know. They threw us for a curveball last week with Zeb being in live action. So literally anything, like, there's nothing off the table at this point. When they just throw in Zeb for a 2-second cameo and blow everybody's freaking minds, they bring in Ahmed Best to be the one who saves Grogu from the Jedi Temple. Like, nothing is off the table at this point. Nothing is off the table for the end of this season. And that's exciting. That is exciting stuff right there. Honey Badger follows up and says, nobody dies in Star Wars. As the great Luke Skywalker said in the trailer for The Rise of Skywalker, no one is truly gone. And everybody loses their minds. And the crowd goes wild. It's going to be interesting. Tomorrow's episode, I think, is going to be wild. Like, absolutely wild. I think we could see some really crazy stuff. Like, some really, really crazy stuff. I'm excited. Not to mention the fact, and we're going to get into it, Bryce Dallas Howard is directing. All right, let's do some the rundown on this episode. Bryce Dallas Howard is the director of this episode. Now, we know what she has done in the past is some great freaking Star Wars episodes for The Mandalorian. And we'll get into what those are in a minute. But also, the runtime for the episode has been released, and it is 44 minutes. So that's kind of around the average. It's on the longer side of the average for a Mando episode. Last week's was 40 minutes. The week before that was like 30. It was the shortest ever. And before that was 56. So it's kind of in the middle of that area. 44 minutes is a solid episode. I know Honey Badger's already going to complain that it's too short, but it is a solid 44 minutes. But Bryce Dallas Howard is directing. Now, if you're unfamiliar with who the hell Bryce Dallas Howard is, let me inform you, because she has done some of the best Mando episodes. What episodes of Mando did Bryce direct? Yeah, ready for this? Bum, 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 bum. So she directed the Sanctuary episode, which introduced Cara Dune in season 1 of The Mandalorian, but she also wrote in season 2 the one that introduced Bo Katan as well. That one was just awesome. You had Bo Katan, you had Axe Wolf, you had Cosca Reeves being introduced, and you had that whole Empire stealing of the ship of the Empire and all that stuff. And she did the Book of Boba Fett episode, I believe. What episode did she do? It was either the runner-up to the finale, or she did the N1. She did the first Mando episode. She did the N1 Mando episode, which, I mean, come on, that's one of the best Mando episodes that isn't even a Mando episode ever. So her being there is great news. You want Bryce Dallas Howard directing your Mando episode, that's for sure. So she's given some bangers in the past. So the fact that they gave her episode 6 is no doubt a good sign, a great sign. Zap follows up and says, by the way, love the name, Zap. Zap. Zap follows up and says, decent for a runtime for this season. Howard does put out good episodes. Exactly. Bryce Dallas Howard is one of the best when it comes to Mando episodes, and I can't wait to see what comes this week. Now, we left off, obviously, with the giant cliffhanger of who saves Moff Gideon. We're led to believe that it's Mandalorians because of the Bhaskar Steel in the side of the ship that was destroyed in space that Carson Teva comes upon. Now, I don't think that's the last time we see Carson Teva in this season. He's made himself kind of a nice role player in the Mandoverse. He is the connection to the New Republic. He is awesome. He's a connection to Zeb Orrelios as well, so I really hope we do see more of him. But yeah, I definitely don't think it's the last we see of Carson Teva, but he left us on a huge cliffhanger of who saved Moff Gideon. So who do you guys think saved Moff Gideon? Let's just start with that. Who do you think saved Moff Gideon? Let's start there. Who do you guys think? Who do we think? Now, of course, I had a video come out on Sunday about this. And my 3 biggest options, or whatever you want to call it, were Axe Wolf and Cosca Reeves, which I actually don't think it is at all. Clan Saxon, which I think would be so cool. Clan Saxon, or the Mandalorians, if whatever you want to call them, really. Clan Saxon. And then you could have had Morgan Elsbeth. So Morgan Elsbeth obviously works for Grand Admiral Thrawn, and the Ahsoka leaks we're going to get into later in the stream are abso-freaking-lutely wild, and we'll talk about them in a little bit. But Morgan Elsbeth would be obviously a connection to Thrawn directly. Zap says paid mercenary Mandos that used to be a part of the Empire, maybe. So yeah, you'd be talking about kind of along the lines of Clan Saxon. So Clan Saxon were the clan that worked with the Empire in Star Wars Rebels. I'll pull it up right here. Clan Saxon. So Clan Saxon is the one who sides with the Empire when the Empire takes over Mandalore in Star Wars Rebels. This is them. That's Gar Saxon right there in the middle. Handsome fellow. But he dies, so he is the leader of Clan Saxon, but he's dead, so we won't be seeing him in live action. But Clan Saxon definitely could be the ones who saved Gideon. Here's my thing with Clan Saxon. Gar Saxon's obviously gone, so who knows if Clan Saxon's even a thing anymore because the leader is gone. Now, my theory in the video was maybe Moff Gideon stepped in, became the new leader of Clan Saxon, and it became like a Clan Gideon or something along those lines, and then that Clan Saxon comes and saves Moff Gideon. It is possible. It is possible that Moff Gideon had his own clan of Mandalorians before, because he was the one who took over Mandalore and turned it to glass, and he had the Darksaber. He took it from Bo Katan at some point. Again, I really hope we get that fleshed out. Like, we don't know how Moff Gideon came upon the Darksaber. All we know is Bo Katan had it, and then she didn't. And Moff Gideon had it, and she really wanted it back. So we don't really know how Moff Gideon ends up with the Darksaber. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think Moff Gideon actually won that Darksaber in a 1v1 versus Bo Katan? Because I definitely don't think so. I think he maybe happened upon it after defeating Bo Katan or something along those lines. I don't know. How do you guys think that Moff Gideon came across the Darksaber? The Darksaber. It's fun to say. You should try it. Just try it right now. Try it. Darksaber. Saber. Honey Badger says, it's too short, but great episode. I really hope it's going to be a great episode, but 44 minutes is a solid episode. I know, it's always never enough. Never enough. It's never enough, but you never know. And Honey Badger follows up and says, Axe and Casca. It was Axe and Casca. It wasn't Axe and Casca. And here's why. Here's why it wasn't Axe and Casca. Axe and Casca. Try saying that 10 times fast. Axe and Casca. Axe and Casca. Axe and Casca. Here's why it wasn't Axe Wolf and Casca Reeves. Axe Wolf and Casca Reeves were working with Bo Katan in The Mandalorian Season 2. So why in the world would they go from working with Bo Katan, fighting against the Empire, trying to take down the Empire? Again, the Empire came in and turned their planet to glass. Why would they go from that to working for the Empire? Wouldn't be money. Like, this is a whole, like, they destroyed our planet type thing. This isn't like, okay, I'm just going to go side with them because why not? Why not? You know? Ben JPW says, Boba wasn't in that episode last week. I know. I'm just as bummed as you are, Ben and JPW. Ben and JPW follows up and says, I think we'll see the Imperial Mandalorians from Rebels. Yeah, so Clan Saxon, you're saying? I agree. I think they're definitely the most likely ones who saved him. But somebody actually brought up a great point in the comment section of that video and said, well, what if the Empire came up with a weapon that uses Bhaskar Steel? It's a great point. If Mandalorians were the ones who saved Moff Gideon from the transport, why would they leave a shard of Bhaskar Steel behind in the wall of the shuttle? There's no Mandalorians going around leaving their Bhaskar Steel places like just shards of it either. This seems to be a weapon that used Bhaskar Steel to destroy the hull of this ship, saving Moff Gideon. So maybe the Empire did come up with some sort of Bhaskar Steel weapon to kind of just destroy this shuttle. I don't know. Honey Badger says it definitely wasn't a 1v1. He stole it. I could see that. Moff Gideon doesn't really seem to care about the whole creed of the Mandalorian and how you have to win the Darksaber. He didn't really care about that. He knew about it for sure. That's why at the end of the Mandalorian Season 2, he's like, Bo Katan can't just take that from you. He has to win it. So yeah, you never know. Zap says, yeah, he must have surrounded her with his troops. Oh, surrounded Bo Katan. Yeah, that's probably likely the scenario, likely the case that's going on here. Yeah. I definitely don't see it being a one-on-one situation, for sure. Definitely don't see that at all. Honey Badger says, love the energy as always. Have all on the all-cap messages. Oh, you sent it in all caps. It's got to be in all caps. Yeah, you put it in all caps. You took the time to hit the cap button while you selected all the doodads that you selected. So yeah, no, definitely. Because they are evil, and Gideon is a secret Mandalorian, a Maul-Dalorian. I definitely don't think, I've heard this before, I definitely don't think Gideon is a Mandalorian. He is of the Empire. He came in and took over Mandalore. Sure, he could wear Mandalorian armor just as like a FU to the Mandalorians, but I don't think he is a Mandalorian. He's not like a foundling or anything of that sort. Definitely not. Moff Gideon is nowhere close to that. But I do believe he will be wearing Mandalorian armor. That doesn't make you Mandalorian if you wear Mandalorian armor. It's just him saying, well, screw you guys. Zap says, didn't he have defect? Oh, couldn't. Sorry. I'm stupid, Zap. You're not stupid. I'm stupid. Zap says, couldn't he have defected? Am I stupid? Defected to the Empire. He could have defected to the Empire, sure. But I don't think he's a Mandalorian. I definitely don't. I think he's a Moff. He's a Moff. So I seriously doubt they would give a Mandalorian the Moff status, especially if he was a Mandalorian at the time of taking of Mandalore, if that makes sense. Here's the thing. If he was a Mandalorian, we would have known about him by now. We would have known about him from Rebels. We would have known about him from the Clone Wars. He would have been a name. You know? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You guys want to see something cool? You want to see something cool? If you want to see something cool, tell me in the chat, because if you don't want to see something cool, I'm not going to show you guys this is something cool, okay? So, if you want to see something cool, somebody please tell me. I mean, we don't have to look at anything cool today. Why? Zap says, why not? All right, let's look at something cool today. Zap says, why not? So this was in the last week's episode of The Mandalorian, okay? And this was actually quite cool. Now let's see who notices it first. Hang on. Who notices it first? Ready? Set. Go. This is the scene right before Zeb walks in. Right before Zeb walks in. You got Carson Teva getting the message from Grief Karga. What do we notice? What do we notice? Oop. What do you notice? Dave. Bosk Ben and JPW wins. And Zap comes in with the bonus points. He says 3 directors and Dave. Yeah, so right there is Deborah Chow, who did all of the Kenobi show, and we still don't forgive her, but whatever. You got Rick Famuyama. I call him Famuyama. If that's his name, sure. It's Famuyama. I call him Famuyama. Rick Famuyama right there. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Dave Filoni. This is a better look at him. Dave Filoni right there. I mean, it's still blurry, but whatever. He's got his cowboy hat on, as always, looking bad as ever. Rick Famuyama and Deborah Chow right there. I don't think Deborah has any episodes of this season, but Rick has 2, I think. And he's a writer on a couple of the episodes as well. And of course, Dave Filoni, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend himself. What's his name? What's his name in Star Wars? He's got a name. Does anybody know? Somebody in the chat tell me. I forget. I completely forget. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's his return to the character. The return of the GOAT himself. What's his name? Jeez, that's gonna bug me. Trapper Wolf. Thanks, boss. Trapper Wolf. Yeah, Zap, you got it too. Trapper Wolf. Yes, Trapper Wolf. Yeah, Trapper Wolf. Hopefully we get more Trapper Wolf. I mean, Carson Tave's cool and all, but nothing beats Dave Filoni. Nothing beats Dave. Nothing beats Dave Filoni. We do have a bunch of other news to get to, and we'll get to the Ahsoka Show news in a bit. But did you guys notice this as well? Ben Mendelson was back. Okay, well, that's not... Ben Mendelson is back. Right there. Boom, perfect. So this is Ben Mendelson, for those of you who are unfamiliar. Ben Mendelson played Orson Krennic in Rogue One. Now, he is back, which is kind of cool. He's in Secret Invasions, which comes out in June, I think. June. But, of course, he played Orson Krennic in Rogue One, but he was back in the Bad Batch finale. The Bad Batch finale. So, of course, I'm sure you guys noticed that they talked about the Stardust, which, of course, is the project for the Death Star, which is wild. But this was him. This was Krennic in animation. And here's the thing. It wasn't just, this is him right here, Krennic, and of course Tarkin, but Krennic was back, but it was voiced by Ben Mendelson. Now here's the weird thing. Ben Mendelson is a big actor. And I mean a big actor. Big actor. He's in, of course, Rogue One, but he's in Secret Invasions for Marvel as well. And he's in a bunch of other stuff. But here's the thing. The fact that he came back to voice a tiny part in the Bad Batch is kind of strange, don't you think? The fact that he was willing to come back just for a few lines in the finale of The Bad Batch seems a little bit off to me. Now, here's the thing. I believe that this is just a sneak peek at what we're getting of Ben Mendelsohn in the future. I don't think this is at all close to the last we'll be seeing of our good pal Ben Mendelsohn. I think that he is coming back for the long run. He is coming back to play Krennic for multiple appearances. Now, what would he be in? We already saw him die in Rogue One. What would he be in? Mike, you're stupid. You're stupid, okay? You're stupid, okay? No, I think he could definitely 100% be in Andor Season 2. Andor Season 2. Here's the thing with Andor. Yes, boss Ben JPW, you are correct. Zap says cheddar for Ben. Okay, but how much do you really think they're going to pay Ben Mendelsohn to come back for like 3 lines in The Bad Batch? It's a thing that he has to want to do, to come back and just do a short little role like that. Here's where I think our head's at here. The Andor Show, the people who watched it, which were very little people, the people who watched it tended to really, really like it, right? And I'm sure if you watched it, you liked it. But the thing is, with the Andor Show, the views were so low that Lucasfilm knows that they can't handle that again. It can't happen again. But here's the thing. If they say, oh, guess who's coming in the 2nd season of the Andor Show? Not just Krennic, but Tarkin, but Vader, but like you can throw in a bunch of other people to make other people come watch the show. Andor, you got like the Book of Boba Fett, you got like the Kenobi show, you got like the Mandalorian all up here, and the Andor show isn't even on the chart. Like they didn't even make the cut. There was so little people watching that show that it was kind of insane how little views it got. So the way that Lucasfilm, if they're smart at least, which we know they're stupid and they're dumb, they're stupid and they're dumb and they're dumb and they're stupid. But if they're smart by any means, they will go out and they will get Ben Mendelsohn to come back and play Krennic, who of course is around at the time, very high up at the Empire at the time, and we won't get Cereal Bar Shrill. We won't get that other girl that was in the Empire either. We'll get more actual important characters in the Star Wars timeline at the time, like Tarkin. You don't even have to go to Vader. If you want to stay away from the lightsabers for some reason, stay away from Vader. Go to Tarkin. Go to Krennic. Go to these big Imperial names so that people will actually go watch the show. Because Andor wasn't bad. By all means, it was not a bad show. Just nobody watched it because nobody cared. Nobody cared. Bosk Ben NJPW says, I mostly liked it. The Andor Show, that is. Yeah, I liked the Andor Show, sure. But nobody watched it. And here's the thing. After all those episodes of watching Cereal Bar Shrill eat some cereal with his mom, we got nowhere. It didn't further the story of Star Wars in any way, shape, or form. And it really just was 12 episodes of the slowest crap I've ever seen in my life. Zap says, how much does he even demand in money? And how many views will he warrant for Andor? Would it even be worth it in the end? That's a great question. Would it be worth to get Ben Mendelsohn? Here's the thing. I don't think he's worth all that much. I don't think he would get paid all that much. But here's the thing. If Ben Mendelsohn comes back as Krennic, you can put that in the trailer, and that will get a lot more people to watch it. Here's the thing. Rogue One made $1 billion. Rogue One is no measly film. Rogue One is a lot of people's actually favorite Star Wars film, or at least favorite Disney Star Wars film. So Rogue One turns heads. The Andor Show does not turn heads. Nobody's going to go watch the Andor Show, and nobody's going to go watch the Andor Show Season 2 after they didn't watch the first season. You're going to have a pull to the show. Maybe Krennic's that pull, maybe Vader's that pull. If you put Vader in there, people are going to come watch the show. Let's be honest. Vader, I'm there. Vader, I'm sure all you guys are there as well. But you never know. Or how many subs would it warrant? Well, Zap, it would warrant at least 1 sub to my channel. Okay? So don't forget to hit that subscribe, of course. Bosk Ben NJPW says, too slow indeed. Yeah, the Andor Show is way too slow. And it shows. It really shows in the numbers of the show. Have I said show enough? Honey Badger says, well, not necessarily true. Not necessarily true. Han was an Imperial officer, and he became a rebel and resistance leader. True. What do you mean? Imagine Han or Lando in Andor Season 2, like, or Leia. Frickin' bring in Leia Organa. How about a familiar face? Why not? Not just these random characters that nobody cares about and nobody even wants to watch. Honey Badger says, I'll move the mic away so I just don't destroy you guys' ears. Yes, something cool. I need it. That's what he said. Zap said, you're too funny. You're too funny, man. You're too funny. Honey Badger says, I'm lost. You're lost? I'm lost. You're lost? I'm lost. You're lost? Is it Tuesday? Should we be live right now? Is Mando tomorrow? Bhaskar Ben JPW says, remember the Lando show? Because I don't think Lucasfilm does. Yeah. So we're doing live streams on Saturdays now, by the way. Go and check out the live streams on Saturday. But we did a what's coming at Star Wars Celebration and what announcements are coming at Star Wars Celebration, and we went over all the announcements that are coming at Star Wars Celebration. By the way, Star Wars Celebration's in 2 days. For those of you who don't know, Star Wars Celebration is in 2 days. So we're going to get all those announcements and stuff over the weekend, which is kind of crazy. And yeah, so that Zap says that stream was awesome. If you're referring to the one on Saturday, you are absolutely correct. That stream was awesome. But yeah, we talked about all the announcements that were coming, and we talked about the Lando Show. The Lando Show. The Lando Show. The Lando Show. I know. It sounds fake, honestly, but Lucasfilm tends to forget about that show. And we haven't heard anything about it since 2019, since it was announced, except for when Kathleen Kennedy at last Star Wars Celebration told us to go ask Donald Glover. So, like I said on Saturday, I called him up myself, and I said, look, Donald, is there ever going to actually be a Lando Show? And he said, look, Mike, a guy who loves Star Wars. Of course, he refers to me by my full name. Of course. He said, look, Mike, a guy who loves Star Wars. He said, Lando, you know, Kathleen Kennedy's the worst. I never want to see her face again, you know? And until she gets fired, there will never be such thing as a Lando Show. That's what he said to me personally. You know, he said, "Don't tell your fans. Don't say this on live stream." And I'll obviously get a call from Donald after this, and he'll say, "Look, Mike, a guy who loves Star Wars, of course, Mr. Guy who loves Star Wars. I am never telling you anything again because you just told all of the world what I told you in private. So there we go. I just lost my connection with Donald Glover, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Zap. Bhaskar Ben JPW. Thanks a lot." I'm gonna go find some other guy who plays Lando to get. Come on, guys. You're killing my street cred here, guys. But let's talk about Star Wars Celebration because it's in 2 days. It's in 2 freaking days. I know. Nobody knows about it. Nobody knows. But Star Wars Celebration's in 2 days. So we're gonna get a lot of announcements at Star Wars Celebration. Of course, an Ahsoka release date, an Ahsoka trailer, hopefully. I really hope so. But a bunch of Ahsoka news. We're going to get a bunch of Skeleton Crew news, probably a release date for that as well. Maybe a trailer if we're nice, if we hope and pray. Maybe we'll get a trailer for the Skeleton Crew. The Acolyte show we'll get some announcements about. We'll get some announcements about maybe The Mandalorian Season 4. We'll get some announcements about maybe the Andor Show Season 2, The Bad Batch Season 3, maybe a Book of Boba Fett Season 2, maybe, who knows. We're going to get a ton of announcements, but that's just for the shows. We're going to get Jedi Survivor news, because that comes out in a month, or less than a month. It comes out in what's today's date? The 4th. It comes out in 24 days. We'll get some Vision Season 2 stuff. We'll get some movie news about, we're getting a title for the movie that comes out in December of 2025 that is being written by Stephen Knight and directed by Miss Marvel director, don't even remember her name, because who cares? Miss Marvel director, that's all you got to know. And just no thanks. But you know. Bhaskar Ben NJPW says, the one time it comes to my country, I'm away. Oh, you're in London? Yeah, that's a bummer. I'm definitely not going to London. Anybody going to Star Wars Celebration in the chat? Anybody? Not sure why I even sent that, but oh well. Well, now we know where you live, Bhaskar and JPW, and we know your name. So, you're pretty much just, you're a goner. You're a goner. Yeah. No, so Star Wars Celebration is going to be a blast. I do believe that it's going to be a ton, and I mean a ton of awesome announcements. We're going to get 3 movies announced, hopefully. And maybe it's a trilogy. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? And it's a possibility we do get that announcement for a Luke, Leia, and Han series of short films. Is that a threat? No. 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 Don't. No. No. I'm not even gonna joke about that. No, it was not. It was not a threat. No. 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 No, we're going to move right along. So hopefully we do get some cool announcements at Star Wars Celebration. And I don't know, what do you guys think? What is your biggest, boldest prediction for Star Wars Celebration this weekend? By the way, it's stupid. Lucasfilm's dumb, they're stupid and they're dumb, they're dumb, they're stupid and they're stupid and they're dumb. But we know this already because Easter is Sunday. And for some reason, Star Wars Celebration is this weekend. But we've been over that many times, and we don't want to get upset because the Mandalorian episode tomorrow is going to be awesome. We don't want to get too upset about it. We don't want to get too upset on this stream, We want to have a fun stream. A fun stream, We want to have a fun stream, A fun stream, Fun stream, Any bold predictions for what we could possibly get announced at Star Wars Celebration tomorrow? I mean, tomorrow. This weekend? I want to hear bold. I want bold. Bold. Ben JPW says, I predict most of the announcements won't ever see the light of day. Okay. We got a jokester. No, but you're probably completely correct. You're probably 100% on the nose with that one. Because, look, what did we get announced in 2019? Rangers of the New Republic. A droid tale. What was it called? A droid's tale? Something like that. That was supposed to be like C-3PO and R2-D2. We got Lando. Let's look up 2019 Star Wars Celebration. Why not? Let's look up the slate that they had announced. 2019 Star Wars announcements. And let's just see how much of these never came to fruition. Easy for you to say. Here we go. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought, but it's still funny. It's still funny to look at because Kathleen Kennedy's face is on it. Ooh, burn. There you go. Let's zoom in a little bit. Here we go. So, Children of Blood and Bones. What the? I'm gonna save my one swear for later in the stream. Visions, we did get. Mandalorian, we did get. The Ahsoka Show, we will be getting. Andor, we did get. I'm starting with the good news. The Bad Batch, we did get. Kenobi, we did get. Acolyte, we are getting. Willow, we did get, but we know what happened with Willow. Anybody see that short I posted the other day? I thought that was the funniest thing ever. I edited that together. The gist of the short was Lucasfilm is now focusing solely on Star Wars. No more Willow, no more Indiana Jones. They were going to do an Indiana Jones spin-off show, but that's not happening anymore. So we are getting that Indiana Jones movie, but there's no spin-off show from it. So Willow Season 2 was canceled. Indiana Jones spin-off show was canceled, but the short was hilarious. I said something along the lines of like, no more of that Willow shit. Say goodbye to Dr. Jones in that 5th movie because we'll never see him again. I thought it was genius. I thought it was quite genius, but you can laugh at your own jokes. So what we didn't get, or what we haven't gotten yet at least, the Ahsoka show's coming, the Acolyte show's coming. Rangers of the New Republic, what? That's gone. Lando Show, don't ask Kathleen Kennedy about that if you want a straight answer. And a droid story, yeah, that was great. You guys remember that? That one was great. Oh, and don't even mention Rogue Squadrons. Don't even try that one. It's a joke. They're stupid, they're dumb, they're stupid, and they're dumb, and they're dumb, and they're stupid. But we know this. It is funny to look at, honestly. It's really funny. It's honestly quite humorous. Bhaskar and JPW says 2020. No, that was 2019, I believe. Honey Badger says, that's true, lol. Too slow and no attention to the series Andor is an L. but Ben would be a dub. I think you're like 10 hours behind, Honey Badger. He says, right. Han got a movie. Luke was in Mando, so in Boba, so why no Leia love? Yes, love it. What are you, Honey Badger? Fast forward. Like take the thing and just fast forward. I think you're like an hour behind. We've only been live for 45 minutes, but you're an hour behind. Okay, Ahsoka news. I want to talk about the Ahsoka show all day, all night, and all day, all day. The Ahsoka show. So we got some crazy new news. The Ahsoka show is wild. The Ahsoka show is already wild. Let's do a really quick rundown. You ready? The Ahsoka show. It's going to be split into 2 different time periods with a time jump in the middle of the season. You're going to have the world between worlds where she's going back in time to try and fix the past, but she figures out that nothing can be changed. It's all destiny. She fights Anakin Skywalker on Mustafar instead of Obi-Wan Kenobi. She tries to kill Thrawn instead of letting him escape with Ezra Bridger. Then you have a time jump where they go into the New Beyond, which is a new space in Star Wars where Thrawn and Ezra have been this entire time, where Thrawn has an undead army, where they're stormtroopers that are undead brought back to life by magic because the Night Sisters originate from the New Beyond. And then you have this dark Jedi who has an apprentice who is hunting down Ahsoka. And then you have Sabine, and you have Ahsoka, and you have Ezra Bridger. And Ezra Bridger's using the Force in cool, awesome ways because he doesn't have a lightsaber, because Sabine has the lightsaber, and Sabine is using the lightsaber. And all this crazy stuff is happening in just 8 freaking episodes of the Ahsoka show because it's crazy and it's Dave Filoni and it's awesome. But there's more. There's more. I know. That was just the baseline stuff. There is more. Now it is being reported that not only are Sabine and Ahsoka trying to get to the New Beyond, right? Not only are Ahsoka and Sabine trying to get to the New Beyond, but the girl that we saw from The Mandalorian Season 2 with the Ahsoka episode, Morgan Elsbeth, who has been confirmed to be a Night Sister herself, she is also trying to get to the New Beyond to help Thrawn, because we know Thrawn and Ezra are both stuck there. So although Morgan Elsbeth knows where Grand Admiral Thrawn is, she can't get there either. Now the rumor is she was on the planet Corvus, where we saw them in The Mandalorian Season 2, because she was trying to create this ship that could fly to the New Beyond. Now we don't know how or why, but the New Beyond is very difficult to get to, or get to and from. So they need a certain kind of ship or something along those lines to actually get there, which is going to be very, very cool. And that's probably going to be the first half of the Ahsoka show. While she's doing that whole world between worlds type stuff, Morgan Elsbeth is creating a ship to get to the New Beyond. But she's not working alone. There's going to be this dark Jedi or corrupted Jedi from Order 66, another Jedi that survived Order 66. And his name is going to be Balin or something along those lines, or at least that's the name that has been in the leaks. And he's going to have an apprentice named Shin, and Shin, I believe, is going to be a Night Sister. A lot like Asajj Ventress from the Clone Wars. So with that dark Jedi, apparently this dark Jedi or corrupted Jedi, whatever you want to call him, like, knows Thrawn from his time in the Republic or something along those lines. He owes Thrawn or something, so he has to go help save Thrawn. Something along those lines. We don't know for sure. Again, still all speculation, rumors. For all we know, none of this could be true, and the Ahsoka show could be hot garbage, and that would be depressing. But in Dave Filoni we trust. So I'm really hoping that it's like the first half of the episode is both Ahsoka and Sabine are trying to get to the New Beyond, and Morgan Elsbeth and this corrupted Jedi and his apprentice are also trying to get to the New Beyond, but they're both fighting with each other when, again, their goal is the exact same, to get to the New Beyond. So at some point, they will get to the New Beyond together, and Ahsoka and Sabine will be looking for Ezra, but the other 3 will be looking for Thrawn, and it's going to lead to this awesome, crazy stuff. But yeah, it's going to be wild. Yeah. Honey Badger, you got to speed up, buddy. You got to speed up. You're way behind. You're way behind. Bhaskar Ben JPW says, how many Star Wars games get announced that actually come out? Very true. So I think we'll get a bunch of Star Wars games announced at Star Wars Celebration this year. Now, the amount that actually come out, who knows? But Jedi Survivor is coming out in 24 days. That's for sure. That's coming out. That is coming out. But then you have games like the Knights of the Old Republic remake that there has been 0 word since that got like stalled. Like they just stopped making it for some reason. I don't even remember why. But for one reason or another, that game got stalled. Like, it just stopped being made, which is a bummer. Knights of the Old Republic was such a great game, and the remake was going to be a canonized version, so it was going to be the first canon material in Disney Star Wars that is Old Republic, which would have been wild. But we'll get some Old Republic soon, I hope. But the other game was Star Wars Eclipse, and that trailer, we watched it on Saturday, was absolutely a freaking banger. That trailer was so good, and the game looked unbelievable, and we've heard literally zero about that game since then. Since the trailer dropped, they were like, yeah, you'll see it in a few years, but literally nothing has been announced about that game. And then you have like the Ubisoft, whatever the hell you want to call it, open world game, which sounds awesome, but it's like, it's whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I hope we get a lot of Star Wars video games. Jedi Survivor is supposed to get another sequel. It's supposed to be a trilogy of games, but you never know. I mean, I really hope Cal Kestis comes into live action, but does that mean we'll have to wait for his third game for him to come into live action? I don't know. Do you guys think that Cal Kestis is coming to live action? Also, are you going to get Jedi Survivor? Let's start there. Are you getting Jedi Survivor? Are you guys getting Jedi Survivor in 24 days? Are you guys getting Jedi Survivor? Are you getting Jedi Survivor? NJPW says, or Bhaskar NJPW says, it's not only the new it's on only the new console. I think yes, it is. It's on the Xbox Series S and X, and it's on the PlayStation 5. Yes, indeed. Do you not have that? The time has come. 52 minutes. It's about the time. Zap Says PC. Nice. I have a PC as well. Yeah, no, I think it's going to be great. I think the game is going to be great. They actually just released something. Actually, this is kind of crazy. They released a clip of Cal Kestis fighting a Rancor in Jedi Survivor. So you can fight a Rancor in Jedi Survivor. So that's going to be awesome. Star Wars Stu, what is up, my guy? Been a while. Bhaskar NJPW says, that one fat cup, mate. Hey. Good cups follow orders, and this is the best cup, okay? Whoa. It's a Rise of Skywalker cup. Star Wars 2 says, yeah, I saw that. Can't wait. Yeah. Jedi Survivor. Oh, the Rancor thing, yeah. Yeah, that game's going to be awesome. That game's going to be so awesome. And yes, Star Wars 2, I saw your comment. We are going to be streaming that game. We are going to be streaming that game on the channel, probably on like Sunday nights or something, on an off night. On an off night, maybe Friday nights or something like that. We'll be streaming the game on this channel, so watch out for that as well. As well. Yeah. Oh, and a bit of other Jedi Survivor news. Jedi Survivor is going to have, whoops, hang on 1 second here. Let me pull up this. Here we go. Jedi Survivor to feature up to 7 large, which is weird, large planets, not small, large. Don't forget they're not small. They're large planets. But this is actually kind of cool. Star Wars Jedi Survivor will feature up to 7 explorable planets, according to those who have played the game during the recent preview event. Impressions revealed that the game is more open compared to the predecessor, Jedi Fallen Order. The side quests and increased exploration. So there's more side quests, more exploration. There's 7 planets. What was there in the first game? 4? It was Dothamir. It was the Zepho planet, which I forget the name of. There was Kashyyyk. There was one other one, I think. I think it was 4. The planet Kobo, showcased in many of the trailers, offers a sprawling open world feature, different environments and rocky terrain, a town outpost, and jungle. So yeah, of course this is only on the next generation consoles, but that's because it's such a big game and the graphics are better, the open worldness is better. It's going to be a awesome game. And now 7 planets? 7 is a lot of planets. 7's a lot of planets. That's kind of crazy. Honey Badger says, I am here. You finally caught up, buddy? Did you finally catch up? Star Wars Stu says, can't wait for that. I can't either. Bhaskar and JPW says, reminds me of Force Unleashed when with the Rancor. The Force Unleashed, obviously it's never going to be canon because Starkiller is just that OP, but the Force Unleashed is an underrated game, and I really hope it gets remade even if it's Legends, because that on a new console, like that in Jedi Fallen Order, would be sick. Zap says, general question, will they be streaming some of the events or just the general event, with the other panels being exclusive to the people in London? So here's what I've heard, at least. I don't know for sure, but there is going to be this one big stream that is the general event, like you said, but I don't actually think they are going to be streaming a lot of those panels with like announcements and stuff, which is kind of a bummer. I really hope that that's not the case and we do get just streams and stuff. Here's my plan for this weekend. I think what we will do is if like a bunch of crazy news comes out on like Friday night or Saturday, then we'll do a stream on Saturday night. Well, I think we're going to do a stream on Saturday night regardless, but here's the thing. I think that we're going to get a ton of like information dump all this weekend and just a ton of announcements, ton of stuff, and I'm going to want to make videos on all of it. So I'm going to be making videos all freaking weekend, and of course Easter is Sunday, all that stuff. So it's going to be a busy weekend, but I want to talk about all of the announcements and stuff like that with you guys live, okay? So we'll probably do that on Saturday night regardless, because I think all of the Ahsoka panels and stuff like that are on Saturday, like during the day. So we'll just kind of encapsulate all that happened on Thursday, Friday, Saturday in a Saturday night stream. I think, at least. I think. Honey Badger says, what happened to Willow? Yeah, we don't talk about that hot garbage on this stream. That is not Star Wars. We are the people who love Star Wars, not the people who love crappy other offshoots, stupid garbage that Lucasfilm wants to create. That shit's canceled. Yeah, we don't talk about that. They canceled it. No season 2, exactly. Star Wars 2 said, are you excited for Star Wars Eclipse? I've never been more excited for a video game ever after watching that trailer. Ever. I'm a pretty big video game guy. I play a lot of video games. I mean, a lot. But I've never been more excited from when I watched that trailer. And it was almost a year ago now that trailer dropped. And I had never been more excited in my life for a trailer or for a video game when I watched that trailer. Zap says, yeah, it's not hard to stream. It came on Disney. What? Oh, Willow, I think he's talking about. Honey Badger says, yeah, my stream was behind, but I am back. I fixed it. My apologies. You know what, Honey Badger? You know what? It's perfectly okay. Ben JPW says, Boba Fett tomorrow? Okay, what do we think? Actually, Boba Fett tomorrow? Do we actually think Boba Fett's coming tomorrow? I know we got really excited for Boba Fett last week and it didn't happen, and I feel like I let you guys down, okay? I feel like I let you guys down. But this week I'm going to get you guys really excited to see Sabine, and then when that doesn't happen, I'll let you guys down again, you know? I'll let you guys down again. I really do think Sabine's going to be in this episode, though. Boba Fett, I don't know. Boba Fett, I don't know. Jimmy Joe! Jimmy Joe's back. What's up? I don't think I've ever been more excited to see somebody, so Jimmy Joe, you better respect that. Smash a like on this video, gosh darn. Zap says, yeah, they are like 7 or 8 hours ahead, I think, in London, where I live on the West Coast. West Coast living. California dreaming. Star Wars Stu says, what are your predictions for tomorrow's episode? You know what? Rewind it to the beginning. Now, I'll reiterate briefly. Sabine, Sabine is my prediction. Sabine will be there. Bo Katan is out looking for other Mandalorians. She knows, she loves, she is Sabine Wren. Just kidding. But she knows and loves Sabine Wren, so she's going to go find her, and we will see Sabine Wren. Whether that means Ahsoka, I doubt it, but Sabine, definitely. And maybe Boba. Maybe Boba. You guys are getting me excited. Honey Badger says, yeah, okay, sorry. Willow, what? Won't happen again. Yeah, better not happen again. Boss Ben and JPW says, Zap, I'm 8 hours into the future. This is crazy. Yo, what happens? Can you tell me what I do for the next 8 hours? Wait a second. I'm a big Celtics fan. Did the Celtics win tonight? If you're 8 hours ahead, you definitely know. Like, I mean, Star Wars 2 says, it actually was over a year now. Crazy. That trailer came out over a year ago. The Star Wars Eclipse. Should we watch my breakdown video of that trailer? Should we watch my breakdown video of that trailer? Would that be hilarious? Because I bet you it's terrible. My editing, you guys might think it's garbage right now. It was so bad, like just under a year ago. Honey Badger says, what? Yay. Boba and Sabine are coming. Yes, I really how many reallys was that? Really hope that Sabine is in tomorrow's episode. And I mean, Boba would be a nice thing, but yeah. Jimmy's Yo says, guess who's back? Yeah, we got hyped about that. Zap says, nah, they should stream the exclusive panels. It's not that hard to stream them to the masses. Exactly. Why not? You want Star Wars fans to come check out the live streams, don't you? How about we do it? Zap says, Bosk and Page and JPW. Yeah, tell us all the sports almanac secrets. Yeah, so should I bet on the Celtics tonight? Did they win? Bosk and JPW says, Boba is better than everybody. So do we actually think Boba's coming tomorrow? Don't do this to me, Bosk. You know I'm going to get excited about Boba coming tomorrow. Now I'm going to be really excited about Boba coming tomorrow. And when he doesn't show up, I'm going to be upset. Honey Badger says, me too. I want Sabine this season. She needs some live action love. Sabine is a very underrated character, okay? And she needs some love. I can give you football results, but I don't know what Celtics is. Okay, that's depressing. They are a basketball team. Jimmy Joe says, when the new game comes out, will you do streams of you playing the game? Jimmy Joe, just for you? Of course. Actually, no, I promised Star Wars Stu that it would be just for him. So just for the two of you, I will, of course, do that. Yeah, now once Jedi Survivor comes out, I will be streaming it for sure. And yes, they are an NBA team. Star Wars Stu says, if they, Zap, I really hope since you're on the West Coast that you're not like a Lakers fan. Just please tell me you're not. Star Wars Sue says, if they have Boba again, he better be more ruthless, because I felt like he wasn't cold-blooded the same Boba that we saw the last time. Yeah, no, Boba's definitely gone soft. But here's my thing with Boba. Everybody's like, oh, Boba, beta fett. I don't see it. He had a near-death experience, okay? A near-death experience. He fell into the Sarlacc pit. Literally thought he was going to die. Got dragged across the sands of Tatooine. Got beat up by some sand people, by some Tuskens, and then he literally joined their tribe for like 5 years. You guys forget that was 5 years he was there. And then he finds Fennec, and he goes on that whole revenge tour, and he's a different man. But that's what happens when stuff like that happens. If you fell into a Sarlacc pit and almost died and hung out with some Tusken Raiders that didn't speak English for 5 years, I'm sure you would be different too, okay? You would be different too. So don't give me that beta fett bullshit, because it's not true. Okay? Sure, we want him to be more badass, but he still did gun down those biker gang with his slave one. He still rode the Rancor and destroyed those cool robot things in the Book of Boba Fett. You know? He's still Boba Fett. He's still Boba Fett. I could have gone without him getting beat up by Chrysanthemum in his diaper, but you know, he's still Boba Fett. Okay? Honey Badger says, especially Sabine with Ezra's blade. Oh my god, if we get Sabine tomorrow with the frickin' lightsaber, everybody remain calm. Okay? Bhaskar JPW says, we need Boba to act like he did in the season 2 of The Mandalorian. Exactly. Season 2 of The Mandalorian was like months before the Book of Boba Fett, so he's the same guy, you know? But yeah, I get what you mean. Zap says, I live in Arizona, so the sun. So that's respectable. That's respectable, except for Kevin Durant's a freaking ring chaser. I was trying to keep it nice, but that's what I came up with. Honey Badger says, the Slave 1 scene was amazing. That is my Boba. Boss Ben and JPW says, yeah, it was cool, but The Mandalorian Season 2 was perfect. Yeah, when he beats up all those stormtroopers, I mean, come on. That was perfect. It was perfect. Honey Badger says, no, remain calm. No, remain calm, get hype. Well, you just contradicted yourself. Zap says, it's tonight at midnight for me. Yeah, you know what, Zap? I'm upset because we've talked about this many times on stream. Lucasfilm's dumb. They're stupid and they're dumb. They're dumb. They're stupid and they're stupid and they're dumb. We know this. But the fact that I have to wait till 3 a.m. 3 in the freaking morning on a Wednesday. 3 a.m. on a Wednesday is the stupidest thing that has ever happened in the history of mankind. Yep. The fact that it's not on like at like a 9 o'clock on a Friday or something like that, like HBO does 9 o'clock on a Sunday, is so dumb. Okay, we're not going to get too upset. Star Wars 2 says, I think we will get Sabine. They already hinted at her showing Zeb. Exactly. Zeb Aurelius was in the last freaking episode. Sabine is coming. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Zap says, yeah. He says, yeah, they should release it on Fridays at 6 p.m. What did I just say? Exactly. Star Wars 2 said, what if Sabine has Ezra's saber and challenges Mando for the dark saber? Okay, that would be awesome, but I doubt it would happen. And here's why. First of all, Sabine would kick his sorry ass, but Sabine doesn't want the dark saber. She doesn't want to rule Mandalore. She doesn't want any of that. We saw that in Star Wars Rebels. It's not the case, but that would be awesome. Honey Badger says, I agree. Zeb and the Purgles are hinting at Sabine and Ezra big time. We're setting up the Ahsoka Show big time in this Mandalorian season while still being a Mandalorian season. Like, it's still setting up the new Beyond. It's setting up the Purgles. It's setting up Zeb. It's setting up Rebels characters. Whilst, I had to use whilst tonight, whilst still being the Mandalorian show. You know. Star Wars 2 says, I have to be up at 8 a.m. for the watch party. That's why I always miss them. You know what? Well, Star Wars 2, we haven't done a watch party since the first episode of the Mandalorian season, just because it's 3 a.m. on a Wednesday. Because Lucasfilm is stupid and dumb. They're dumb, they're stupid, and they're stupid, and they're dumb. But we know this. So yeah, there haven't been watch parties for you to miss Star Wars 2, but you know. They're in spirit. Swagger like us, what's up? I want to see Bendu in live action. That would be awesome. One of my favorite characters in Star Wars, whose unique case he neither is light nor dark. Yeah, no, Bendu is awesome. And the fact that we even got Bendu Day in episode 3 of The Mandalorian season 3, when Pershing is in his cubicle and that guy comes over and he's like, happy Bendu Day. That was kind of cool. Jimmy Joe says, since we got Zeb, do you think we'll see Agent Kallus? Interesting. Did we ever see Kallus die in Rebels? Does Kallus survive Star Wars Rebels? Does he survive Star Wars Rebels? I think he does, right? Right? Does Agent Kallus survive Star Wars Rebels? Somebody? Anybody? Please? Somebody? Yeah, he does. Thanks, Zap. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's interesting. Could we see Kallus in live action in The Mandalorian? Huh. He went off with Zeb? He did? I gotta rewatch those last couple scenes of Rebels. I forgot where did Zeb go? Well, now he's obviously a pilot for the New Republic, but he was with Kallus. Interesting. Maybe we'll see Agent Kallus tomorrow. maybe we will. Boscan and JPW says the episode comes out at 8 a.m. for me. You know what, Boscan? Not all of us can be as cool as you living in London and watching the show at 8 a.m. Wait, 8 a.m.? That means I watch it at 3 a.m. and that means I'm... wait, is it the 8 a.m. the day before? Have you already watched the episode, Boscan and JPW? Can you spoil it for us? Is Sabine in the episode? Is Boba in the episode? Is Sabine with Ezra's lightsaber in the episode? Swagger Like Us says, unfortunately, I have to work. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. You know? Jimmy Joe says, Zeb took him to the remainder of his people. Huh. I actually do kind of remember that. Yeah, now that you say that, coming back, it's all coming back to me. Yeah, that's fascinating. The guy who killed all of his people comes to live with his people. Bhaskar and JPW says, the man with the sideburns in live action would be nice. Nah, I'm not from London. Ew. Okay. Well, now we know how that goes. But didn't you just say that you were in the same country as Star Wars Celebration, which is in London? Now I'm just confused. Okay, do you guys think we're actually going to get a Ahsoka trailer this weekend? An Ahsoka trailer this week? If we get an Ahsoka trailer this weekend, I will lose my ever-loving mind. Because London isn't a country. I'm not stupid, NJPW! I know London's not a country. It's a continent. Yeah, I know. London is in England. But isn't England like 1 square mile or something like that? Yeah, exactly. Yes. Wait. Sorry. Honey Badger says, yes, Ahsoka trailer. I really hope we get an Ahsoka trailer this weekend. Here's the thing. If we get an Ahsoka trailer, I will lose my mind. You know, like if we get an Ahsoka trailer on Saturday and we do a Saturday night stream, it might just be me sitting up here going, for like an hour and a half, maybe. You know? But here's the thing. The Ahsoka trailer that was leaked at last Star Wars Celebration had Harrison Dula in it, had Sabine in it, had the mural of them on Lothal in it. And just seeing Harrison Dula in live action might actually make me lose my mind, you know? Might actually make me lose my mind. Bhaskar NJPW says, England is actually only a mile long. Exactly, that's what I said. He follows up and says, need live action Rex in Ahsoka. Here's the thing. Rex will be freaking ancient in the Ahsoka show. Like ancient. Because of his aging. Like his accelerated aging. You see how old he is in Star Wars Rebels? Like imagine him 20 or like 10, 15 years after that. So Rex being alive, maybe we get like a Rex funeral scene. That would be devastating. But yeah, it's possible. He's alive during Return of the Jedi. Yeah, he is that guy during Return of the Jedi. But again, he's ancient in that. And this is again still 15 years after that. Give or take 10 maybe years. So yeah, he might be ancient. But yeah, it would be. You never know. Here, all right. Here's my question. Since you all are such big Star Wars Rebels fans, how old is he in Clone Years? I have no idea. Do you think, since Harrison Dula is already confirmed for Ahsoka, do you think Jason Syndulla, her son, her and Kanan Jarrus's freaking son, is going to be in the Ahsoka show as well? And if he is, how big a role is he going to have? Because what's he going to be, like 10 years old maybe? 10 years old? Something like that? Could he be at Luke Skywalker's Jedi Temple? Could he have been at Luke Skywalker's Jedi Temple when Ben Solo destroys it? Now we're we're in crazy territory here. All the stuff, like that crazy breakdown I went on earlier about the Ahsoka Show and how it's the world between worlds, it's the new beyond, it's Thrawn's undead army, it's Ezra, it's Sabine, it's Hera Syndulla, it's all this crazy stuff. Now add Jason Syndulla to the mix. The son, Force-sensitive son of Kanan and Hera Syndulla. I mean, come on. That would be insane. Star Wars Sue said they should have added an episode in Rebels that they somehow slow down his aging. That would be cool. Like they find a way to figure out like to slow down the accelerated aging for Rex. That would be cool. But I seriously doubt it. Honey Badger says Hera, Sabine, Ezra, and Zeb will all be in the Ahsoka Show. The gang is back together. The gang's back together. It's going to be weird. I don't know how they'll get Zeb back with them. I mean, maybe. Well, here's the thing. Ezra's in the New Beyond, so obviously he's not with them. Zeb is a New Republic pilot, so he's not with them. Sabine and Hera don't seem to be together, so they'll have to come back together. But yeah, I do believe that they'll all come back together because Dave is the best, and that's all he'll do. Star Wars 2 says, I feel like Ahsoka will bring him to Luke. Jason Syndulla, I agree. I think Jason Syndulla will train with Luke. Jimmy Joe says, no, Kanan Jarrus' son will be trained by Ezra. Now that would be very poetic. The apprentice is, or the master's apprentice trains the master's son. But will Ezra even be like a master, or will he even, like, here's the thing. Who was really at Luke Skywalker's Jedi Temple? When people say, oh, the sequels can't be made better by this Mando timeline, they're stupid. If Ezra, if Jason Syndulla, if all these Jedi, Ahsoka Tano, are at Luke Skywalker's Jedi Temple at some point, just like, come on. Zap says he would be like 11 from Stranger Things wait, what? He could be like 11 from Stranger Things having powers, I mean. Oh, not the age 11. He would be like the character 11 having powers. That would be cool. Zap says he's probably Force sensitive, meaning Jason. Yeah, Jason's definitely Force sensitive. I do believe it's all but confirmed that he is Force sensitive, but I don't know about that. Honey Badger says Ahsoka will go find Sabine. Then they will go get Zeb and Hera, and they will go to the New Beyond to get Ezra and fight Thrawn and his army of Night Sisters. Well, here's the thing. That's definitely not a big enough army, but I do believe that this whole Mandoverse is setting up the Mandalorian army to go fight against Thrawn's undead army. So the good guy army is going to be the Mandalorians, and then Ahsoka, Sabine, Ezra, all those people, and versus Thrawn and his undead army. You know? Did you know? Do you know? I don't think you know. Jimmy Joe says, would be smart of Disney to move all the Rebels characters to the New Beyond so they can tell stories without any Skywalker or Palpatine influence. It would be very smart. And then you could actually have some of these characters live past the sequel trilogy and maybe come back into the universe and affect the Star Wars galaxy again in a post-sequel trilogy time period with Grogu and with maybe Rey. I know. Star Wars 2 says, I think all of the hidden Jedi went there. I think the New Beyond is going to be an answer to a lot of questions as to where all these people were during the sequel trilogy, where all the Mandalorian were, where Ahsoka was, where Ezra is, where all these people are, and how they could show up even after the sequel trilogy in a post-sequel world. Which is awesome, which I think is awesome and could be great. Swagger Like Us says, Ahsoka is the series I am most excited for in 2024. Well, guess what? It's not in 2024. It's this year, and it's probably only a few short months away. When Rebels Season 4 ended, I was one of those fans who could not wait to see Ahsoka and Sabine searching for Thrawn and Ezra. Dude, it was 5 years ago, and I cannot wait. Cannot wait. That show ended 5 freaking years ago. Jimmy Joe says, you could have a whole new Jedi Order led by Ahsoka, Ezra, and maybe even Grogu. Exactly. Star Wars post-sequel doesn't have to be sequel characters. Sure, they might be involved in some sort of way, in a small sliver of a way, but they don't have to be the main characters. Bosk Ben NJPW says, brave of you to say the Ray word. I had to whisper it. I had to whisper it. It's like a curse word, honestly. Jimmy Joe says, Force Ghost Kanan Jarrus, the best Jedi ever. He's a good Jedi, but I don't think he ever learned how to become a Force Ghost. There is the whole Kanan became the giant Lothwolf named Dune on Lothal. And by the way, rumor. I'm going to do that from now on. I'm going to be like what's the guy, the leader of the Gungans in The Phantom Menace that goes, whenever I'm saying a rumor, I'm going to say it as rumor. The Ahsoka Show is supposed to have Ahsoka riding on a Lothwolf. Yeah. And it's probably going to be the Lothwolf Doom, and it's probably going to have Kanan Jarrus come back, not like actual Kanan Jarrus, but Kanan Jarrus come back as a Lothwolf. Honey Badger says, great live today. I needed a spiritual uplifting. Had some bad news. Thanks, Mike. Hey, that's why we're here. This is you guys' escape and mine, really. I mean, this is awesome. This is fun and awesome. But I couldn't do this without you guys. I mean, you guys being here is why I can actually talk for an hour and 21 minutes and counting. Because you guys are the best, so don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe so we can keep growing the channel and get more people here so I can uplift some more people's day. I need a drink of water after all this screaming and yelling. Jeez, you guys got me. No, you're the best. Swagger Like Us says, lol, my bad. Yeah, it is your bad. So don't let it happen again. Star Wars 2 says he became a wolf or something. Yeah, exactly. He became a Lothwolf. Rumor. Boss Band NJPW says Kanan became a furry. Yes. Jimmy Joe says Darth Bosk. Exactly. Swagger Like Us says, I love the Lothwolves. Yeah, the Lothwolves were the coolest thing ever. When they freaking transported them halfway across Lothal, the Lothwolves are crazy, dude. Absolutely crazy. They blow my mind to this day. Good cups follow orders. Great cups follow orders. Exactly. Bosk Ben NJPW says, I am the best. Thanks. You are the best. You are the best. Around. Nothing's gonna ever get you down. You're the best. You're the best. Yeah, no. The Ahsoka Show is going to blow minds. It's going to blow freaking minds, and I can't wait till this weekend when we get announcements about it, when we get a release date for it, and hopefully a gosh darn trailer, because I can't freaking wait. I'm the second best. Oh, thanks. Thanks. I'm the second best. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Is there any other Star Wars news going on today? I feel like we covered all of it. Oh, Kino Loy is back for season 2. Did you guys hear about that? Kino Loy is coming back. At least as far as we... Roma! Kino Loy is back. Andy Serkis was spotted near where they're filming Andor Season 2. So, yeah. There you go. There you go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Bhaskar NJPW says maybe 3rd or 4th. What the heck? I thought it was 2nd. Swagger Like Us says, my favorite aspect of Star Wars Rebels was it expanded on the mystical side of Star Wars. Star Wars Rebels is the best Star Wars content ever. 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 I haven't watched Andor Season 1 yet. Not even a single episode. Honey Badger, you are not missing out, but you can binge it like right before Season 2 comes out. All right. We talked about Donald Glover earlier. Here is the news. Donald Glover and Lucasfilm still talking. Still talking. Just like I'm talking to you guys and you guys are talking to me. That is more talking than Donald Glover is doing with Lucasfilm. We talked about it. I called up my boy Donald and he says none of it's true, but let's read it. Donald Glover confirmed, has confirmed he'd love to play Lando again. Yeah, sure he would. Who wouldn't? And he's still in talks with Lucasfilm about a future project. Lies. In deceit of the Sith. Speaking with GQ, he discussed the character and what it would take for him to come back. He says, I would love to play Lando again. It was a fun time to be him. It just has to be. I need it to be right. I need it to be the right way to do it. Time is precious. I'm not interested in doing anything that's a waste of my time. Oh, God damn. Or just for a paycheck. I'd much rather spend time with people that I like. He is just absolutely roasting. Is anybody getting this? He's just destroying Kathleen Kennedy right now. He's saying, look, I don't like Kathleen at all. I'd rather spend time with people that I like. So get rid of Kathleen and I'll come back to do a Lando show. Is anybody else getting that? Is anybody else getting those vibes? So it just has to be the right thing, which it could be. We are still in talks about it. That's as much as I can say without Kathleen Kennedy hunting me down. Without Kathleen Kennedy hunting me down. He said these words. This is a quote from Donald Glover himself. We are in talks about it, but that's as much as I can say without Kathleen Kennedy hunting me down. Get rid of her and we'll get Lando back. We'll get rid of her and we will get Donald Glover back in a Lando show. Kathleen Kennedy, she's stupid, she's dumb, she's dumb, she's stupid, and she's dumb. But you guys already knew that. Star Wars 2 says, I actually love Andor. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. No, I'm kidding. I actually liked Andor as well. That's the thing. I liked it. That's the thing. I liked it. But here I stand, crapping all over it. Why? I don't know. I liked it. Nobody watched it. It did nothing to the Star Wars story. It had nothing entertaining go on. But for some reason, I liked it. Jimmy Joe says, I actually loved Andor. You know what? The more and more you guys say that you liked it, the more and more I actually hate it. No, I'm just kidding. I liked Andor. I did. But at the same time, I hated it. It's the weirdest thing on the planet. I can't even explain to you how I feel about Andor. I liked the show. I did. I truly did. Honey Badger says, I really want to see a Lando show. I think Childish Gambino is a great actor. I do too. And I would love to see him come back as Lando. It would be very, very cool. But we'll see. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Do we want to go watch my breakdown of the Star Wars Eclipse trailer? Just me, like my Star Wars terrible editing skill. Should we go back and watch my first ever video? Should we make that the end of this stream? Should we do that? My first ever video on the channel? Would you guys want to do that? To end the stream. Should we end the stream on a fun note? Go watch how terribly cringe I was about two years ago. I got 2 gigantic yeses from Honey Badger, but nobody else. So I guess we're not going to do it. I guess we'll just get on out of here, you know? I don't know. My editing was terrible. It was very, 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 very cringe. Oh, Star Wars 2 is saying yes. Oh, Honey Badger's now saying no. Okay, I guess we won't do it. So Star Wars 2 says, I loved Andor as a show, but like not a Star Wars show. That is almost perfect. That is almost perfectly put. I loved Andor as a show, but not as like a Star Wars show. Perfect. He goes on to say, I didn't really feel like Star Wars, but more like Prison Break. Dude, I loved Prison Break. One of my favorite shows ever, and it had zero feel to Prison Break, but that's just you. Zap says, you decide. You know what? I wanted you to decide, Zap. If you were going to say yes, Zap, I would have done it. Honey Badger says, no. I said no to a no. My answer is still yes. There was like 4 no's in there, so I think those trumped the yeses. All right, I'll pull it up. Zap's still saying, Zap didn't say yes or no, so I'm waiting on Zap. We're waiting on Zap. This is going to be so cringe. Oh my God. Hit the subscribe and hit the bell. If you guys get the likes up on this video, then I'll go watch this video. And if you subscribe, and if you guys, oh yeah, there's a link in the description below to a Discord called The People Who Love Star Wars. Go join that Discord right now. There's a link in the description below to a Discord called The People Who Love Star Wars. Go join it right now. I know a bunch of you guys are already in there, but to those of you who aren't, go watch it. Zap says, okay, yes. Okay, fine. And the Discord is lit. Exactly, the Discord is very lit. Oh my God, I'm just scrolling through all these videos. Wow, I made a lot of videos. Jeepers. I made a lot of videos. You guys should, like, go watch these videos. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, my first video is a Lego Star Wars Holiday Special review. I don't think we can watch that. I don't think we can watch that. Because I already know that I was hyped about it, and it's just embarrassing knowing that that holiday special had any hype around it. Oh god, should we watch this? Let me see how bad it really is. Hang on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. This is bad, guys. This is bad. This is bad. It won't even load. That's how old this video is. It has 60 views. Wow, this video held up. 60 views, that's not bad. Who's going back and watching this? It's not even gonna load. Like, it's so old that it's not even loading. Alright, we're watching it. It's not loading. Like, look, I'm looking at a loading screen here. Oh wait, never mind, it's loaded. Okay, I did this in iMovie on my iPhone 6. Like, this is some ancient stuff. Swagger Like Us says, tell me, to me, the sequels don't feel like Star Wars. Andor reminded me of A New Hope, the first act of New Hope. Andor made TIE fighters scary. That's true. That they did a good job with the TIE fighters. True. All right, let's watch this video. Let's watch it. We're gonna watch it with volume 2. If I get copyrighted from my own video, I'm about to lose it. Ready? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Did any of you guys actually even watch this holiday special before we even start? Did you guys watch this holiday special? The Lego holiday special that came out like years ago that was about Rey time traveling? Honestly, I'm about to say some horrible things in this video. I'm probably gonna like compliment the sequels or something. Should we even watch this? Hang on a second. This might go badly. This might go really badly. You guys might look at me different, you know? This might go horribly. All right. We'll watch it. But remember, this was some dark times. This was over 2 years ago, you know? Okay. Can you guys even hear that? I can't hear that. Why can't I hear that? What's going on? Why can't I hear it? The volume's all the way up. What's going on here? Technical difficulties. The volume's up. Did you guys hear that when I played it? Or was that just me? Did you guys hear it? I'm getting no audio. Maybe it's because, hang on. Hey guys, Mike here. Oh, that's because there was no audio. Oh my god, this sounds so bad, guys. Okay. I'll play it. Oh god, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Don't mind me if I just go hide in my Boba Fett helmet. Hey guys, Mike here, also known as the guy who loves Star Wars. I created this YouTube just because I love Star Wars 24/7. So I feel like if I come to a new audience, you guys will. That was valid. Hopefully you love Star Wars just as much as I do. I got all my. I was wearing a Patriot sweatshirt. Look at that. What is that stuff behind me? Episodes go on. I got my nice Boba Fett helmet right here. That was pretty impressive. The Boba Fett helmet's still there. Oh, you can't even see it. Oh, it's lagging. Hang on, let's pause it. Let's just take a second to admire my background here. We got a clone trooper outfit. Should I wear that for the next stream? Should I wear that on Thursday? Thursday stream, I might be wearing that. You guys have to come back. I'm wearing that on Thursday night stream. Thursday night at 6 p.m. I will be wearing that clone costume. Maybe. This was a blow-up stormtrooper. I got my guitar in the background. My Boba Fett helmet. I got lightsabers propped up on this couch behind me. This is bad. All right, let's keep watching. Lightsabers back there. I got a Vader one and a. Can you guys hear that? I can't believe it's Rey's lightsaber. It's way too quiet. You guys can't even hear it. Tell me that. Come on, guys. I'll turn it up. I just called it Rey's lightsaber, but I corrected myself. Let's rewind. I do. I got all my Star Wars stuff behind me. I actually have more, but it'll come and go as episodes go on. I got my nice Boba Fett helmet right here. That was pretty impressive. It's built by Hasbro's. Definitely would buy built by Hasbro. My lightsabers back there. I got a Vader one and a Rey. I can't believe it's Rey's lightsaber, but whatever. I have this one. It's very old. It actually. I'm literally showing you guys all my toys. Like this is supposed to be a review for the like what? This is. Who edited this together? 2006. I got this from Hasbro's. I don't even think they make them anymore. I think it was like too big of a hazard. Look at the quality of this picture. I don't know. Let's take a second to admire. They're more plasticky. I don't have any real metal. It doesn't even fit the screen. Like it's not even the right size. I got my clone trooper costume right there. And I have way more. And I got Christmas decorations too that'll come as Christmas comes. Those Christmas decorations are epic. The Lego Holiday Special came out today. Actually, probably yesterday when I posted this video, but it came out recently. And so let's just take a second to admire how far I've come. But also, next time you watch one of my videos, let's throw a little comment on that video and say, "Great editing, Mike," because there was a time where this was garbage. It was really good. I mean, I had some high expectations because Star Wars is Star Wars and it's all good, but I just said this was really good, and I had some high expectations because Star Wars is Star Wars, and somehow this was really, really good. It was really good. I clicked on it. It was only 50 minutes. I was kind of mad. I thought it was gonna be like a 2-hour movie, but it was only 50 minutes. There you go, Honey Badger. I was mad about a 50-minute Lego Star Wars special. So the fact that you're mad about the 44-minute episodes, 8 minutes. Sorry, and it was jam-packed. It was really good. We started off. This is more like a welcome to it. Oh, here we go. We're getting into the actual thing. Force Ghost Yoda, of course, because he's dead at the time. This could be the only content we see after Rise of Skywalker, which is kind of sad, but it gives us what we want to see. We wanted to see, since The Force Awakens, Finn become a Jedi. You know he's... Look at that editing skills. He's changed from a... Oh, do you see that transition? Or First Order trooper, I guess, to a... My background is so bad. As they put it in Rise of Skywalker, they didn't really say he was a Jedi. They didn't say anything. This is terrible, guys. So sorry. They didn't even outright say that. You have to read the book to hear it. So Rey's teaching him, which is awesome. That's all we wanted to see. We didn't really get like if Rey makes a Jedi temple or what her plan is after that, but we got to see that she's training Finn, which is pretty cool. We see that she doesn't like how the training's going because she isn't really... Look at the lighting too. Doing well. And she goes out on Life Day. This all takes place on Life Day. Throwback to the original holiday special, which premiered Boba Fett. This is not great, Honey Badger. You're a liar. She goes out to a Jedi temple to find help. So she finds it, and she finds this crystal. It takes her back to her master, her master's master, an edit? Her master's father, her master's father's master, her master's... How many times do you think it actually... Master's master. The man, the myth, the legend. But yeah, that scene was very funny. You had Obi-Wan going, I hate your ghost. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But then you get... I think we've had enough. We don't have to watch the rest of that. That was garbage. That was the... Yeah. It really makes me actually happy about how far we've come. Honestly, that is pretty bad. That is pretty bad. No, Zap, that's it. We watched 3.5 minutes of that. That was perfectly fine. You got the gist. Actually, let's see how I ended the video. Let's see how I signed out. Let's see how I signed off. Oh, I'm holding the Boba Fett helmet for some reason. Let's see. How did I sign off my first ever video? I don't think we'll see him at all. He's probably going to get his own spin-off show. I think it was just bringing him back. Oh, I just predicted the Boba Fett spin-off show. Boom. I'm a genius. That we can get his own spin-off show, which is going to be awesome, by the way. I'll have more updates on that as it comes. But, see you guys Friday. Wait, it already probably was announced. Ahsoka better be in this episode. Oh, this was when Clone Wars Season 7 was coming up. So hyped. If you guys don't know, Ahsoka's my favorite character, and I can't wait to see her live action. Oh wait, no, this is when the Mandalorian Season 2 was coming out, right? Yeah, it was. See you guys Friday. That's awesome. Hang on, let's. Ahsoka better be in this episode. Friday. I'm so hyped. If you guys don't know, Ahsoka's my favorite character, and I can't wait to see her live action. See you guys Friday. Take a second to really admire this. That's me in a Boba Fett helmet, of course. It says, please like and subscribe. I mean, come on. Doesn't get much better than that. It does not get much better than that. Oh my God. That was great. That was great. That was great. See you guys Friday. See you guys Friday. Now, we'll see you Thursday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Sometimes greatness springs from humble beginnings. Yeah, thanks, Swagger Like Us. If that was a humble beginning, I don't know. I don't know what else to call it, I guess. That was bad. That was really bad. But that was a great way to end this stream. And I think it was puts a nice smile on our faces and makes me feel good about myself, you know, because now we got this whole setup, which is a lot better. Maybe in 2 years we'll be looking at this video and laughing at it as well. Because we're stupid. Who knows? Who freaking knows? All right. Let's end that poll, by the way. It's been up. Where do we end on that? What did you guys think? Sabine will be in episode 6. 55% of you say no. Well, that's a real bummer. Because she's coming anyway. And you guys are just going to have to deal with it. All right. I'm going to get on out of here. You guys are the best. An hour and 40 minutes. That's what I like to see. You guys are awesome. Thank you for sticking around and hanging out with us in the chat. You guys are the best. You guys are what keeps this channel rolling. Smash a like on this video. Smash. Oh, Darth Lopez just shows up as the stream ends. So was I right about Boba? You know what, Darth Lopez? You know what? Yes, you were. You were, okay? You were, okay? But he's coming tomorrow, okay? He's coming tomorrow, okay? 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 Honey Badger says, you're the best. Thanks for another great live stream. No, you guys are the best. Thank you for another great live stream. Star Wars 2 says, dub stream. Salute. Darth Lopez, thank you for stopping by, but we are getting out of here. So just rewind this whole entire stream and watch through, and then just tell me what you think. Okay? Just drop all your predictions in the comment section below if you haven't already. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Darth Lopez. You're the best. I'm going to get on out of here. You guys are the absolute best. Star Wars Celebration in 2 days. The Mandalorian tomorrow. Sabine Wren is coming, and I can't wait. So let's get out of here. Smash like on this video, hit subscribe, hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a video, and my pretty face will show them the recommended feed of yours. Recommended feed of yours. And may the force be with you. Always, 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 always. Wow, what a great stream. What a great stream. That video was so cringe. Oh my God. It was awesome. 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 At least I didn't say like the sequels are the best ever or something crazy like that. That would have been a disaster. I would have lost all my subscribers and my reputation would have been ruined forever. You guys are the absolute best. I'm gonna get on out of here. You guys are awesome. See you later, Zap. See you later, Honey Badger. Swagger Like Us. Darth Lopez. Star Wars. Stu. I don't want to miss anybody else. Jimmy Joe. Busk, Ben, and JPW. I'm going to get on out of here. You guys are the absolute best. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great rest of your life.